All right, let me tell you something weird about learning English. Your brain is secretly learning even when you think you're failing. Seriously. There are people who listen to English for months, feeling completely lost. And then one random day, out of nowhere, they suddenly understand an entire sentence naturally. And that moment feels illegal somehow. Like, wait, since when can I understand this? Your brain is much smarter than you think. The problem is, language learning feels invisible for a long time. It's kind of like going to the gym. You don't wake up after 2 workouts looking like a superhero, but small changes are happening quietly in the background. English works the same way. And honestly, most people quit right before their brain is about to level up. That's the painful part. Now, here's something funny. A lot of English learners think native speakers always speak perfect English. Absolutely not. Native speakers destroy their own language every single day. Sometimes they speak so lazily that even other native speakers get confused. For example, "Did you eat yet?" often becomes "Ji yet?" Not joking. English speakers combine words so aggressively that entire syllables disappear into another dimension. And learners hear this and think, wow, my listening is terrible.
No, the language itself is attacking you. And here's another strange thing nobody tells learners. Sometimes your English gets worse right before it improves. Sounds fake, but it's true. Because your brain starts noticing mistakes it couldn't notice before. That's actually progress. It's like turning on brighter lights in a messy room. The room didn't suddenly become messier. You just see more now. And honestly, language learning can mess with your emotions too. One day you feel fluent because you understood a podcast. The next day somebody says one fast sentence and suddenly you forget your own name. That emotional roller coaster is completely normal. And let me tell you another secret. Most people don't actually need more grammar. They need more courage. Because deep down, many learners already know enough English to communicate. But fear blocks everything. Fear of sounding stupid. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of awkward silence. Meanwhile, native speakers are out here saying things like ain't, gonna, wanna, and inventing new slang every Tuesday. English is chaos. And honestly, that's good news. Because it means communication matters more than perfection. Now, here's something fascinating about the brain. Your brain hates embarrassment so much that it literally remembers emotional moments better. That's why you can forget 20 vocabulary words.
You don't sound fluent because you know more words. You sound fluent because you stop pausing so much. That's a huge difference. Some people know advanced vocabulary, but speak like a broken robot because they overthink every sentence. Meanwhile, another person uses simple words confidently and sounds way more fluent. Speed and rhythm matter more than fancy vocabulary. Actually, many native speakers use the same simple words repeatedly. Look at this. Get, take, put, go, do. Tiny words. Massive power. English is weirdly built on very simple vocabulary combinations. And here's a funny truth. Sometimes learners understand English better when they stop trying so hard, because stress blocks comprehension. Have you ever noticed this? You watch a movie casually and suddenly understand a sentence perfectly, but then you replay it 10 times trying to analyze it, and now somehow it sounds like alien language.
That's because relaxed brains learn faster. Children learn language quickly, partly because they aren't terrified of sounding stupid. Adults, unfortunately, turn every sentence into a survival mission. Now, let's talk about accents for a second. A lot of people are insecure about their accents. But accents are normal. Literally everyone has one. Even native English speakers can instantly recognize different accents from New York, Texas, Australia, Ireland, or London. English itself has hundreds of accents. So having an accent doesn't mean your English is bad. It means you're multilingual.
That's impressive. And honestly, some accents sound amazing in English. Another weird thing, your personality can actually change slightly when speaking another language. Researchers have studied this. Some people become more confident in English, more direct, more expressive. It's like your brain unlocks another version of yourself. That's one reason language learning feels so powerful emotionally. You're not just learning words, you're expanding identity. Now, here's a brutal truth nobody likes hearing. Watching how to learn English videos all day will not improve your English much. At some point, you must actually enter the language. You have to listen, speak, repeat, struggle a little. There's no magical shortcut. Your brain needs reps. And honestly, consistency beats motivation every time. Motivation is unreliable. Some days you feel inspired. Other days, your brain wants to scroll social media for 4 hours and suddenly become a philosopher at midnight. That's life. The trick is building habits small enough that you continue even when motivation disappears. 10 minutes daily for a year is life-changing. People underestimate small effort because results look invisible at first. But invisible progress is still progress. Think about this. You probably can't remember the exact day your English improved, because improvement happens gradually. One sentence at a time, one podcast at a time, one awkward conversation at a time. And then suddenly, boom, you understand jokes in English. That's when things get interesting, because understanding humor in another language is a completely different level. Jokes require timing, culture, emotion, double meanings. When you start understanding humor naturally, it means your brain is no longer translating mechanically. It's thinking with the language. That's huge. And honestly, that moment feels addictive because suddenly English stops feeling like homework. It becomes connection. You start hearing personality inside the language. You notice sarcasm, tone, emotion, confidence. That's real fluency. Not perfection, connection. So if you feel stuck right now, remember this. Your brain is probably building skills quietly, even when you can't see them yet. Keep going. Keep exposing yourself to English daily. Keep sounding awkward sometimes. That awkward phase is temporary, but the confidence you build from pushing through it, that stays with you forever.